So it turns out that State of Decay 2 is probably going to be the best Walking Dead style game coming out of 2018. Hey, what's up guys? Irish Tail here, and in today's video, obviously as the title suggests, I want to talk to you guys about how I think State of Decay 2 is actually going to be the best Walking Dead style game coming out of 2018. Now the reason for this is I've basically just gotten back from E3, I've had a look at some of the games that are coming out sort of in the near future, specifically in this case Overkill's The Walking Dead, and also World War Z, the game, and basically the intent of looking at those games was to see if either of them would sort of offer that base building, survival kind of zombie apocalypse element that I've been looking for in a zombie game, and sort of the same as what State of Decay already offers. Now after seeing both of these other two games, I have to say that my opinion still rests on the idea that State of Decay 2 is probably the best Walking Dead style game, even better than The Walking Dead's Overkill. Now obviously I want to go into a little bit of detail about this. Maybe you haven't seen these games at E3, maybe you haven't really been following them, but I thought I'd break them down for you and just sort of, as I said, share my opinions. So let's start off with sort of Overkill's The Walking Dead. Now obviously I thought this was going to be sort of a really good survival kind of zombie game based around The Walking Dead. You know, the franchise that I absolutely love. It has the Romero style zombies, it has all these different sort of groups of survivors building and surviving, and I genuinely thought that that was going to be what the game was about. But after seeing it, I'm sad to say the game itself is almost more like a cross between Left 4 Dead 2 and Payday 2, in the sense that the way it works is you get put into a level, you have to reach an objective, take the objective, and then that's kind of the end of the game. And during that time, obviously you can fight zombies, or you can fight other survivors, and there is this sort of horde meter thing at the top. But generally speaking, it wasn't that impressive when I looked at it, and again, it kind of made me think too much of like Left 4 Dead and sort of, as I said, Payday in the style of the way it works, and I was very disappointed. It didn't really have the zombie survival aspect that I was looking for from that game. The way it kind of appeared, to me at least, was that it was going to be some sort of big survival game in Washington DC, and to be honest, it just doesn't fill that vein. It simply is just this idea of you get put into a level, you have your objective at the end, you can kind of explore around the level, loot things, get weapons, get ammo, but generally speaking it just wasn't that impressive. And then we take a look at the World War Z game. Now this game is interesting in the sense of, you know, it's not sort of built around the idea of The Walking Dead. It's obviously built in the franchise of World War Z, and in that franchise, in the films, as you watch them, you see the zombies are just these hordes of infected that run at you in these large mobs, and they try and attack you. And that sort of film, that genre, was less about surviving and more about trying to sort of find the cure, sort of groups of people trying to be sort of, you know, against the zombies. And similarly to that, that is what the World War Z game is basically going to be, is you have these levels, and again, just these hordes of zombies are going to chase you, going to run at you, try and kill you, and this game is literally, it is basically Left 4 Dead on steroids. They've basically said during the gameplay and the trailers, you don't have to worry about ammo, you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff, you'll find these resupply chests as you go to get full ammo, and you'll basically be able to fight the zombies in these massive hordes. I think I was told, or so what I've seen at one point, was that there'd be about 500 zombies on one screen at any one time coming at you. And, you know, that's kind of cool, it's kind of interesting. It feeds into the World War Z kind of mythos of these huge hordes just running at you and coming for you, and that I kind of understand. But again, it doesn't really fill that survival aspect of the game. It's more about just this run and gun, kind of get to the end of the level, finish the objective. And again, I wasn't really impressed with that. And it's kind of why I think that State of Decay 2 is probably going to be the zombie survival game of the year, at least for me, in regards to like sort of being able to survive like zombie apocalypses, survive all those sorts of things. And I just think State of Decay 2 fills that itch probably the best way, because like the Walking Dead TV and comic series, you know, you build your communities, you have these zombies that you have to deal with that come and attack your base, you have other groups of survivors that you have to consider, you have to look at, and you have to think, hey, Are these guys friendly? Are they not friendly? Can we trade with them? Do we have to attack them? And it just, you know, it offers that aspect that I was looking for in like a Walking Dead style game. And like I said, the games that I've seen at E3, while they're interesting, while they look kind of good, graphically they're really nice, they just don't feel that survival zombie sort of style play that I think a lot of Walking Dead fans and other zombie game fans are looking for. And I still think State of Decay 2 fits that genre pretty well. Yes, there are a few things I would like to see changed or added to State of Decay 2. I'm actually going to talk about that in another video, about sort of things I'd like to see added in. But, you know, the game itself is good, it's enjoyable. If you like the zombie survival aspect, and you haven't taken a look at State of Decay 2, you've not given it a chance, I highly recommend looking at it. If you have any friends that love that genre, and they happen to be on PC or Xbox, again, let them know about State of Decay 2. I mean, it's a great game. I think they said it sold 2 million copies in the first 2 weeks, which is just an amazing testament to this game, and, like I said, I think it fills the zombie survival itch in a way that other games don't. I mean, you could play kind of like, you know, you could play Bohemia's, what's it, their zombie game I can't think of the name of right now, mainly because I hated it, but there are other zombie games out there, obviously, that you can play, where you fight against other groups of survivors, but generally from the aspect of surviving and being able to build a base and get community aspects and build up a group of survivors, I think State of Decay sort of addresses that the most and in the best way possible. So, you know, like I said, if you're a big fan of this sort of franchise and you're looking for a game, I highly recommend State of Decay 2. It's definitely worth a look, and it does obviously come at a price that's not sort of your full price. If you are obviously a huge fan of State of Decay, maybe what you can take from this video is that Overkill's Walking Dead and, of course, the World War Z game, they're not like State of Decay, they are different. They're more in the vein of like Left 4 Dead and how they play. So, you know, maybe you'd be less interested, maybe you'd be more interested, I don't know. But personally, that's just my 2 cents on State of Decay 2 and sort of the upcoming games that are zombie related in the next few months, if not to the end of the year. Obviously, there is Days Gone coming out in sort of February of 2019. That's less of a survival game, more of a story-orientated zombie game, but I think it might be an interesting one to take a look out for if you're on PlayStation 4, as obviously you don't get Xbox's State of Decay 2, and similarly we don't get Days Gone, as that's a PS4 exclusive. But yeah, like I said, if you're into the State of Decay sort of Walking Dead style zombies, community-based building, give State of Decay 2 a try. And obviously, as I said in my next video, I will talk about some of the things that I would like to see added into the game in the future. But other than that, guys, thanks for watching this return video from E3. Hope you enjoyed. I will be back on to making content video for you guys. And other than that, guys, if you enjoyed, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe for more content, and I'll see you in the next one.